Hello and welcome back to the Hammer Time podcast. We are back after a long 2 weeks off.
2 weeks.
Aren't we, Jackie? Enjoy your holiday?
I was okay.
I did wake up this morning and think for some reason you'd gone abroad, but it's only Cornwall. Technically, it could be
abroad this time.
It might be abroad.
Basically abroad.
Yeah,
Basically abroad.
Yeah.
So, after our 2 week gap, we are joined here by the one and only Stephen Buchanan, last year's Player of the Year.
Thank you,
Round
boys.
of applause.
Speedy.
Thank you, boys.
Speedy Buchanan.
Pleasure
he
to be here.
zooms round the diamond, don't you?
I am the fastest slow person you've ever met.
Yeah.
It's fantastic as well because you look like you're trying so hard, but just going the one pace.
I am.
There's no change.
Yeah.
I'm maximum effort, little result.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looks like you're running fast in slow motion.
And then last season you did dive as well.
A few times.
You did slide.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
dive, slide.
Well, no, I did a few dives as well. We're just on about that.
Did.
We
Yeah.
was. So, anyway. Like all podcasts, we're going to be sipping a percentage beverage.
We are.
What have we gone for today? You're going to sample yours, Jackie. What's yours
Mine's
taste
down
like?
here. I've already opened mine because I couldn't wait.
Because you couldn't wait. What aroma does yours... I don't know. What's that?
I would describe it, and I'm not reading this off the can, as soft and citrusy with pineapple aromas.
Ooh,
Very
mine
nice.
is... I've got the same one.
Hmm?
I think.
Have you?
No, mine's
No.
fresh and fruity.
Mine's American Pale Ale. Light and piney with citrus notes.
Oh, joining the Citrus Club.
Mm,
3 days.
that's beautiful as well.
Nice.
Do you know what would go down
fruity.
really well with that? A nice pork pie. A pickled pork pie, actually.
Do you
I've got a
reckon?
thing for a pickled pork pie.
Mm.
No?
No, Scotch egg every time.
Ooh, Scotch egg and beer.
Yeah.
Scotch
Yeah,
egg
yeah.
with black pudding in there.
Yeah, from
Absolutely.
down the road.
With a warm...
Absolutely.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Rank.
Could always come to my
What would you
place.
rather have with it
Homemade
then,
pork
Jack?
scotch.
Go on, what would you supplement?
Another one of these.
Fair comment.
Another one.
I can get on board with that, Jack.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
done, mate. Yeah.
Just double can.
Slowly slip away into
exactly.
madness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are here today with last year's player's player.
Mhm.
And we are pleased to announce that he has re-signed on.
He has.
I have.
As of today, he got the confirmation from the BBF.
Yay!
He's ready to be back on the diamond.
I'm back on board.
He's back on
Finally.
board.
I'm back on board. It's got to free up some time.
How are you feeling about it? Looking forward to
I'm happy to be back. Well, I say back. I'm happy to get on board. Obviously, came down at the weekend to give the lads a bit of support, and I've missed it.
Yeah.
You know,
So you should have.
I suppose the positive thing is I'm getting back into it right at the busiest point of the
Yeah.
season for the
Yeah.
Warhammers. So
it? It's been such a stop-start beginning, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
We've had all our
100%.
bye weeks at the beginning, and we've just not been able to get going.
Yeah.
Cancelled games last minute.
Yeah. Just a quick note on that. Thank you very much for the weekend just gone by. We had a friendly against Leicester Blue Sox development side.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. The past few weeks it's been tough slog against these AAA sides, and it was just nice to have a team down that we could enjoy, have a laugh with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing serious about it, and they were a great bunch of guys. I don't know what you. I mean, you weren't playing,
I
but
wasn't here,
I mean,
yeah.
for me, it was good to see people get to try from a Warhammer's
Yeah.
perspective, get to try different positions.
Yeah.
And have a go at something maybe they've not been able to.
Yeah.
Obviously, this season being thrust into the AAA, with still what is a very young team,
Mm.
even the players that joined middle last season, it was nice to see them get some good game time, good development time, and hopefully that'll help
I
build.
was really pleased that Deck got some reps pitching.
It's looking good.
He's looking good. Mitch got on the mound. Young got on the mound. Again, I did apologise to Leicester after that. All truth, that was his first game pitching. He was phenomenal.
It looks outrageous. I
It-
would hate to have been at bat.
Buff looked terrified and he was umpiring. One hit him on the helmet. He had to put shin guards on.
No
I mean,
way.
the pace was insane.
Wow.
It looked like some out of a movie. And the dust coming off the glove and
Yeah.
it was ferocious.
Yo-
Very
Young's-
cinematic.
Young's fastball and his curveball
It was insane.
is going to be a real big problem when he gets his. He's just, and he knows just that little bit more
Yeah.
consistency.
Once he perfects it,
He
yeah.
is going to be a serious
Dangerous.
player. Yeah.
Serious player. And it was really nice to have Jacob finish the game as well.
Yeah.
Because Jacob's pitched a few times at practice and it was his first time in, I think, 15, 16 years that he got back on the mound and, you know, he got it, didn't he? You
Yeah.
know,
Well, that's one of the
He
good
got the
things
outs.
about playing friendlies.
absolutely.
Takes that seriousness
Yeah.
away, gives you a chance to just relax and
Got the first home run of the season as well.
perfect.
Admittingly, it was an infield one, but
Still,
it's still a home run. Harry, where's my hammer? Home run hammer.
I don't count it.
It does count.
Does it count if
Yeah,
it's
of course
not
it was.
in the league?
It doesn't matter, it was still a game.
No.
No?
That's questionable.
I don't
If it's
know.
just for friendlies, it's just for fun. So
Mm.
doesn't count. So,
Yeah, it's not for me.
No?
No.
Well,
No, you're outvoted
none of
there,
you
mate.
played either.
Harry,
on
leave the
Sunday.
hammer where it is, mate.
None of you played at the weekend, so it don't really, your opinion doesn't matter. So thank you very much, Leicester, for coming. We really, really enjoyed it, and we really are hoping to have another friendly and a good laugh at that at the same time. And we are at your AAA team at the end of the season. I think that's our last game of the season. We travelled to Leicester.
I think so, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. So as for today, though, we got Stevie B back. We're going to have a bit of a delve into Stevie B, see what his reaction was coming from no baseball at all to baseball last year, your thoughts about it.
Yep.
So what are you looking forward to most? I know we spoke about briefly that, you surprised, but after last year's success, personally, not the team, your success after last year, what are you looking forward to most getting back into playing this year?
Literally just getting back into playing.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, if I go all the way back, really, the only reason I joined was we've known each other for the best part of 20 years. And you hassled me that much, I decided I need to lose a bit of weight. So I came to pre-season.
But we was going to touch on this later on, weren't we? But that wasn't just your only reason for joining, though, was it? When you
Not
first
really,
it was
no,
getting you
I-
socialising.
Not really. I mean, without delving too deep, I was a bit of a social,
leper.
recluse, whatever you want to call it. Didn't get out much, didn't do a lot of any activity, and that combined with wanting to lose some weight. January last year, came across to the winter camp.
Yeah.
That was hard.
And you regretted every minute of it.
I did, but
And
I
he
turned
still
up.
kept coming.
But I turned up every week. I regretted it every time I came, but I came every week just because the gang that was there every week was sound.
Yeah.
Like, they were all really nice guys, really supportive.
Because you made a really good connection with Buff last year as well, didn't you?
Yeah, me and Buff, I like to think are pretty good mates now.
Yeah.
Same with Jack and Cody and Harry.
Yeah.
Zidge. Jizzidge. There was a lot of good connections, and that was only within and Deck.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was an underrated one actually. I really got on well with Deck.
Yeah.
But
it's amazing what the power of that can do. Because you often spoke about why you come to baseball.
That's my number one reason has always been for the social aspect.
Yeah. And
Always.
just to get out of that grind.
Even to this day, the fact that
Yeah.
I love the sport, having played with you guys, that's a bonus. But for me, it was always about coming here and simulate yourself, trying to get a bit more fit, make some more mates, be a bit more social, and have something to look forward to during the week. So,
but yeah, it was just brilliant to see because you was, like you said before, you was a social recluse really.
Yeah.
And the fact that you kept coming back, even though it was tough grinding, the fact you kept coming back and back and back, it's a testament not just obviously to yourself to stick it out, but to the team to get you to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I don't know, it just, from the first session, I left and I was in pain and I could barely breathe. Do you know what I mean? But I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. And it was genuinely, each week, it was the lads. Because at the time, there was no girls.
Megatron.
They really pushed me to come back. And every week, they were saying, oh, see you next week.
Yeah.
Whatever, good session. And it was, at the time, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Just needed some people sort of, I mean, obviously yourself, you was on me every morning. We exchanged voice notes daily for the best part of 2 years.
2.5.
And it was just what I needed at the time. And it led me to, I think by the time season started, I was 3 stone off. And all of a sudden I was the one making plans for team outings and stuff, and just went from there and ended up signing up to play. So.
Yeah. And then we went to the outside training, and then that really changed up a little bit more, didn't it? Because obviously when you first came, it was in the hall, and it was more fitness, getting you running about. And then when we got outside, because when you first joined, Jack, you didn't do the hall, did you?
So this year with the winter stuff, so that's the first time I've done it.
When you first
it's always
came,
mainly been pitchers and catcher stuff.
Yeah.
That time of year, isn't it? But I never went to the winter stuff. I've always only ever played.
Yeah. So when you came here, the difference between going in the hall to here was massive.
Yeah.
It was massive.
Yeah.
Just the environment alone.
But coming here, it's probably not easy. It's not the right word. But I think that the pre-season and the winter training definitely got me ready. Like, if I'd come here and done what we did here, because obviously here it was more in-game play.
Yeah.
You know, really, because obviously I didn't know anything about the game, and realistically, more technique work when we come down here.
Yeah.
But physically, I was ready for it.
Yeah.
Whereas if I had just come straight into it, I wouldn't have been ready for the start of the season.
No.
And that's what the winter training stuff's all about. Like you just said, it's
Massive.
more building your fitness up and sort of warming you up, ready to get out here and start.
Because it seems such a long time from the end of the season to April when we can come back out. Really,
it is,
so from January to April, we try and get running. And yes, it is fitness; it's hard work, but I think it's more to get us running about, get us moving about, get people talking again. Because it does become a quiet spell.
Like I say, as a newcomer, I clearly needed it because I wouldn't have been able to come and do actual training before that winter camp.
Yeah, because I can remember as well. So your first game, you didn't know what to expect. It was Sheffield away, and your first game. And when you got there, you was a bit like, I don't really know. And it was such a close game, that first game, and you come off buzzing for that.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Yeah. So that was a good day, to be fair.
It was a good day.
So the game started getting really tight.
Yeah,
and then all the way up until then, I was very much, I'll play if I'm needed.
Yeah,
I'm not. You know, there's plenty of players better than me. I'm not really going to contribute much to the team. And then when it started getting tight, something just clicked, and I was just like, I can make a difference here.
Yeah.
Like, this is me. Like, I'm on it.
Yeah.
And I remember turning to you in the game. I think it was maybe a run down in the end. And I'd been stood there mapping out the plays, mapping out who was where and doing what, and even checking on the thing, what the statistics were and how they were pitching. And I was like, coming to you saying, we need to do this, and this, because if we do this, we'll win.
Like pacing up and down.
I was getting really like, and
because
that's when it clicked for me.
It rained, didn't it?
Yeah.
Can you remember the outfield? It was
awful.
Yeah,
it was horrendous.
The balls were plop, and it just died. And they were like mopping them out, weren't they, when we got there?
We were like, what the f is going on?
Yeah, it was bad.
That's the same place the year before where Sheffield, we got there because they always started 1 instead of 12. Then we got there for 1 and they weren't ready, and they kept fobbing us off, and it turned out they were still playing a football match there.
Yeah, that's it.
But that wasn't that game. But yeah, that from that game on, you really got into it. After that, because we won that game in the end, didn't we?
Yeah. We went on to win it, and obviously it was just, I don't know, it was weird. Something in the game, literally in the middle of the game, I went, that's it, competitive, I'm on.
Yeah.
And right up until that point, it was literally, I'm just here.
Yeah.
But I'll train. I'll keep losing the weight.
There's that one game that I started you on the bench. He absolutely hated it.
Well, again, to be fair,
or did I take you off?
Even that game, no, I think I started off on the bench, whatever you want to call it, and it wasn't until the game started again I started seeing stuff, and I thought, that's me. I can do that.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, I need to be on. I need to get on. I'm not standing in that ball and standing in that field fetching foul balls. I need to be on.
Everyone thinks like that. Nobody wants to be in the field. We lost 6 balls again at the weekend, opening brand new boxes. 6 balls are in that field somewhere.
We'll find them.
Well, we won't.
Or the combine. The combine.
And spit them out.
So yeah, the competitive edge came out of nowhere. Really,
it was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny just watching it.
Yeah,
but what was really great to see as well. So that competitive side came out, and the team really did well last year. The team really bought into it last year. Like you said, there was people like Cody.
Yep.
He really bought into it.
Yep.
And again, like he was your RBI man, wasn't he?
Basically. I can't remember how many RBIs I had, but I would go as far as say 80% of them was getting Cody home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think I finished quite high in RBIs for a first season. But yeah, it was always me and Cody. He was up and I'd get him round. I think that was probably one of my strengths, was just making contact with the ball at the bat.
Yeah.
I think that was, I would say that's probably where I really progressed last season, especially after the first 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. I mean, this season will be a tester as well. We're all getting used to it this year.
Yeah.
Just getting contact on the ball.
I think we knew that going up into this.
Oh, you've had a great start, mate.
I've actually hit more balls off the bat against these lot than I did in the last league.
In the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with myself.
I can believe that though, because they're a lot faster, aren't they?
Mm.
Yeah, and what Sunday the pitches? This is no disrespect to Les at all. The pitches were so slow, and it was always like soft toss. So we were stood waiting
yeah.
and waiting and
Yeah.
waiting for that ball to come.
Yeah.
Where you're playing these triple A sides, and the ball's coming out fast, just swinging and
Yeah.
trying to hit it. Like
you're almost swinging as their arms coming down
Yeah.
just to compensate for that speed. But
we had some great moments last year. So we're going to talk about probably the most iconic moment in baseball history. This is better than your World Series. This is better than anything MLB can ever put up there. So we have a rival side, Hull. Derby Day. Unfortunately, I don't get to play them this year. I really enjoy playing Hull. I really enjoy
I'd have been back for that one.
And you're talking to a man here where we was losing by a run, or was we tying?
No, we was tired. It
we
was
was tying.
Oh no!
2 outs, last inning.
Going into the inning, we were 1 down.
1 down. We had 2 outs. Last man in. Whatever happened, that was it. Game was over.
Yeah, that was it.
Tell the story.
Cody
Tell
was
the story.
on
It can
third.
be as cinematic as you like.
Cody was on third.
Yeah.
Put my helmet on. Walked through the little gate there.
You actually said to me before you went on as well. He goes, "I'm going to do this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said to Cody on third, as I was going up to bat, I went, "Run." And I watched the first pitch come down, and I watched it. I just watched it.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything else. And I stood there, and I give me a little boot attack, which I don't normally do with my bat, but I did this time. I remember tapping my boot, give myself a little talking to, and just said, "Hit it." Nothing else. Don't think about it. Just hit it. And lobbed it straight down the middle. Went straight past shortstop and second. Cody made it home. I slow-moed it to first just to make sure.
Wagging your finger in the air.
Wagging my finger in the air and collapsed on first base. It was amazing. Cody got home. Game was over.
The atmosphere after we won that as well.
It was electric.
It was electric.
I couldn't do anything.
I wish.
We were dead. It was the hottest day of the year last year.
It was boring.
It was the hottest day of the year. We had literally said, we need to end this. We can't go into an extra inning because we're all going to die.
Because I remember just thinking, please just do something so that we can just
It was
cool down and
horrendous.
get going because it's too hot now. And then that happened.
I've often said this, can you imagine that game on a Saturday?
Oh, it'd have gone off.
Can you imagine?
We'd
this is what BBF. If you do watch this, why do we play on Sundays?
Yeah, let's play
Please
Saturdays.
answer me that question. Because if we was playing Saturday after that victory, dear me.
Drinks!
Dear me.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
I would have been awful.
Well,
Because I was
been very
absolutely...
good.
Would have had a good
pumping
recovery
after that.
day.
I was pumping after that.
Yeah.
Forgetting the whole being able to go out and celebrate with a few drinks after, more recover on a Sunday, so I don't have to go to work on Monday.
Absolutely.
Absolutely ruined.
But I'd be ruined on
Maybe,
Sunday.
maybe we could mix it up a bit and have a few Saturday game weeks.
Love to have a
Doesn't
friendly.
have to be every day.
Love to have
every
a
week.
friendly on a
Yeah.
Saturday. That would be amazing. Have some beers
Mm.
after, but that would have been amazing. And I think that really sent you that. Once that happened, something just clicked on there because your season went higher and higher and higher from that.
Yeah.
Because you was playing right field last year. And for people who haven't noticed, he's of a certain size, aren't you?
Yeah, even now. Yeah.
And was training you along to become into that first base role, wouldn't we? To take that, but we started him outfield just to learn the game.
Yeah.
Nobody else to learn off better than Jack. Jack's become phenomenal out there in the outfield. Even though you started catching this year, it's still nice to have you in the outfield.
Yeah, I still like being out there.
It's nice knowing that we've got that safe hands out
Yeah.
there. So the training is obviously to put you into first. Bit of a slow start, obviously. Personal reasons you couldn't play this year, but now you're going to be signing on. What's your personal aim? What are you looking to aim and achieve?
To be honest, mate,
Shit.
I'm coming in exactly the same as I did last year.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm still socialising. I'm getting fitter, losing a bit of weight, and all that sort of stuff. Again, for the team, I just want the team to make sure we maintain the cohesion and we enjoy our baseball.
Yeah.
For me, that's key. Last year, it was easy to enjoy baseball. We were winning a lot.
Of course, yeah.
You know,
Crazy.
and that, again, no disrespect to anybody out there that we played against, but it just made everything within the team really simple. Really simple. Everyone wanted to make that effort.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think that maybe being a bit more involved and helping keep the spirits up is easier than me being in a group chat, trying to cheer everyone up.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like we've got more to offer being here.
I mean, it is a hard thing. I mean, personally, me, Sunday just gone by, I really enjoyed that. And it kind of made me remember, there was a moment on Sunday when I stood on second, and all the kids were playing behind, the families were there, and
Yep.
it all of a sudden just took me back to last season. I was like, that's why we was doing it.
Yeah.
You know, we've been so caught up in the fact that we're playing AAA, we have to perform at this, we have to perform at that. But if you enjoy playing, you play your best baseball.
You've
If
just
you
got to be,
enjoy
you've
it,
just got to be the
yeah.
Warhammers.
yeah,
We've got to stop worrying about how high we can compete.
yeah,
We know we're up against it as a team, but as
Yeah.
long as we can be what we are, which is grafters,
yeah,
enjoyers of the sport,
yeah,
we're going to do decent things.
yeah,
At some point, somebody's going to get really upset by a result they have against us
yeah.
Yeah.
It will,
because of the way we graft.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm concerned, the Warhammers are on the up. Like
massively.
nothing can go against us.
No.
You know, lose a game doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter.
even the
Keep
games we've
building.
lost, if you look at the progress we've made,
Absolutely.
we haven't won a
Yeah.
game, but we went from just getting mercy
Yeah.
rolled all the time to suddenly
Yeah,
we're playing
scoring's going up.
full innings, all 7 innings
Yeah.
in both games, and
Yeah,
the scores are getting progressive. It's going to get to the point where we're going to cross that line between getting better and then winning a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And again, can you imagine if that day it was on a Saturday? Man, that would be lethal, wouldn't it? That'd
keep
be
dreaming,
Yeah.
Bizzle.
baby. Keep dreaming.
Don't need to dream.
maybe we can rearrange one by accident for a Saturday.
I'd love to have a friendly on a Saturday. I'd love to go down that avenue.
Mm.
So you've obviously seen the team going through this year. What player are you excited to be on the field with regarding team wise? You know, we've got some newbies in there. We've got obviously the old guys. What connection you have wanting to make or looking forward to playing with coming into the year?
I mean, I always love playing with Harry. We've got a little bond. I think he
Yeah.
loves me too.
He does.
Yeah, we've got a strange little bond going on.
Yeah.
I'm excited actually now after seeing Sunday, Young pitching in game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting. Obviously, I've seen the new guys that come along. Chase can obviously play a bit. Devon and Jacob are looking good. John, really like John.
Yeah, I really like John.
I love John.
I love John.
AKA Bambi.
He's got the heart of a lion, you know.
Yeah,
And
I
he will
really,
work.
really like John.
Friday just gone, we had a tough one, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had a tough session. We, working skills under fatigue, and everybody worked really hard.
Mm.
You know, and I'll put it out. Everybody worked really hard, but John just wanted it,
Yeah,
and he
did.
worked so hard,
Yeah.
and it was great to see.
Yeah.
And he has really come on. You talk about people who have improved this year.
John
Has come
John's
up
up there.
Mega.
It's come up there massively.
Yeah,
He needs to be
because
really
I
proud of
remember
himself.
I remember John's first session. I was there for a few sessions when he first started, and to see the difference then and now. Obviously, that was in the hall, but still, then and now, it's light and day already.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, John's definitely. I'm looking forward to playing with John. Meg as well. Love Meg.
Yeah, cracking.
I think she's done really well to come on to play at second a bit now as well. I think her game's come on massively. Everyone. I think.
Cheers, mate. I noticed you forgot to say my name in there.
Well, I didn't need to.
I'll
Everyone
let
knows
that
he's
slide.
superstar shortstop.
Well, short anyway.
Yeah, but no, literally everyone. Excited to get back on the field. I'd like it to be this weekend, but I don't know. But imminently, yeah,
Very imminently.
Yeah.
And I have my when I walk onto the field. It was like on Sunday. I like to turn around. I know Jack's in the outfield because I like seeing his face was there, but he wasn't there. And it's just nice when you have these players that you have a connection with that are on the field with you.
yeah.
It's great to see. Next part of the show. It's over
It's
to
my
you, Jackie.
part.
This is your part.
Well, it's normally the quick fire 5,
Go on then.
but
It's not, is it?
quick fire 4 tonight because unfortunately we don't have a bat.
Oh,
And
I
it's a
didn't-
real nice. And
I
I,
didn't
can't
bring my
believe
bat.
It's a
you
nice
forgot your
bat
bat.
as well.
It's such a nice bat as
Yeah.
well.
For reference, it's 7 customs, similar to Meg's, but personalised to myself.
Yeah.
But I forgot it.
Well, tell the story about that then.
Well, it was a cold Christmas Eve. I was settling in my bed and I got a little text message saying Santa's left something under my car.
Yeah,
So,
that's a weird place for Santa.
That's what
to
I
leave it.
thought. Yeah.
He ain't got a chimney then, was he?
No, fair point. Yeah. But yeah, under my car. 10 o'clock at night maybe. So I walked out. I went and looked under my car. Sure enough, Santa had left me a little gift, hadn't he?
Shit under your car.
And then, hey!
Dirty bastard!
Horrible man. I thought it was cold for the naughty kids.
Well, I'm not naughty. So yeah, went out, got upstairs, started swinging a bat around my room. Lovely custom-made bat from Mr.
You didn't open it until until Christmas.
No, I opened it there and then, mate.
Naughty boy.
Naughty. I hope he did shit under your car.
But no, very appreciative, Mr. Haddingham.
I
Great.
keep meaning to bring my bat in as well because I need to show my bat off because obviously I've got
Yeah. Great maker of bats, to be fair.
Very good
And I'm
maker of
yet
bats.
to swing it in anger.
You soon will though, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
will.
See, this is the one reason I wouldn't want a custom bat from Harry. Not because I wouldn't appreciate it, but I would just be so worried about using it.
But
Breaking
I
it
think
or something.
Harry's,
I'd end up getting it from him and then like mounting it because
Having-
I've never used
Harry's more disappointed that you've mounted.
Yeah,
mounted
having
it on the wall
spoken
than
to
actually
Harry-
did.
it. Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
why I would never waste his time getting him to make me one because I
Yeah.
don't know if I can use it because I treasure it.
So I'm
too
not
much.
using mine at the minute 'cause I'm using my white one just
Yeah.
purely because everybody else has used that white bat over here. So I think it's only a matter of time with that.
I know that's
So
gone on a lot
I may as well
longer
use.
than I thought it was.
Yeah, as me, I may as well use this white bat. Then I've got a backup.
It got to the point where when I first joined the team, I would use it that consistently.
Yeah.
It got to the point where like I'd see someone else pick it up and I'd be like, why are they touching my bat?
I think everybody was like that with my
Matt's.
bat.
Yeah.
It's done well.
Why have
It's
you
got a lot of
why have
life
you
in
got my bat. It's like, it's not yours, it's Matt's. That's the
Right then,
social
Jack.
bat.
Over to you.
Okay, so moving on. That is quick fire 5 because we just answered that question. Just can't
Yeah.
see it physically. Favorite sports team, Steve? Doesn't have to be baseball related.
Well, these days, it's realistically the only team I've sort of followed is Lincoln City because my lad's mad on Lincoln. As a kid, it was Man United, but now, Lincoln City is about the only team I follow.
Yeah.
From a baseball perspective, I don't really follow anybody.
Just like the jerseys.
Just love them. Yeah. I do like the jersey. Now I'm into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very nice.
But yeah, I think there's someone very new to the sport. Just enjoy it.
Okay. Well, this question might be a bit tougher to answer then. Sports icon.
It's Paul Scholes.
The ginger.
Paul Scholes. Legend. Quiet. Never really put himself out there. Just did everything on the field.
He's a footballer, Jack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was going to say.
It's just like
play for Man
it was
United.
just somebody that, as a footballer, of the caliber he was and the stature he was, just didn't do anything but talk with his feet.
Yeah.
And I just think he was a model professional and just an all-round great role model.
He never come across as the person who wanted the £250,000 a week contract.
He just
or-
wanted to play.
He just wanted
Yeah.
to play. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Scholes definitely.
Always makes. Sorry, Jack. You go, mate.
That's what any sportsman person should be in it for, is because they enjoy playing something, not contract money.
That always did make me wonder about Paul Scholes because obviously he was at Man United. He was in this period. It's my football knowledge coming out now, where there was Ronaldo, Beckham.
Yep.
When football was good.
That's it. I know they were there. I know they were at the Man United team.
They cross
at the same
paths,
time.
yeah, definitely.
They were obviously on bigger money, but Paul Scholes was still regarded really high. I wonder if contract-wise it was ever close to each other, or
I would imagine they were pretty close, to be
do you
fair.
reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't have heard about it
No.
because Scholes, like I say, he's just a grafter. He was never in the news for anything.
No.
He was never out there doing all these shows, and I'm sure he was out there doing all the parties and that, but he was never on the front pages. And just, for me, at the time, role model. Yeah, massively. Grafter. And I think that's what any football fan of a team wants. They want to watch people really putting it in.
Yeah.
This is actually a question. Who would be your sporting icon, Jack? Because I know obviously your sporting background isn't huge, is it? Do you know what I mean? This is your sporting background. It's just an interesting fact, really. What would be your sporting icon?
A bit now, to be honest. I don't really know.
You don't know?
I never followed sports.
No,
at
I
all,
didn't know if there was
really.
anybody like any sportsman you looked at and thought, yeah.
No. I've always been a movie guy, so I've got lots of actors.
So if you haven't got a sporting icon, have you got an icon?
I would say Chris Pratt.
Fair.
I like Chris Pratt a lot.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, yeah.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
It's not any of his characters, him as a person.
Yeah.
Like the interviews he gets, he just seems like a really nice
guy.
bubbly, generic, happy guy. So I'm sure he probably plays some sort of sport.
I can get on board with that. You're quite young, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking
I'm
Chris
almost
Pratt's
30,
not that old. Well, you are, though. Yeah. No, I'm nearly 40.
Shit. Damn!
But yeah, no, Chris Pratt, I can get on board with that. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah. I mean, obviously when I was younger, I'd watched some football games. My dad was always a massive Manchester United fan, so I kind of had to watch stuff going. I remember Ronaldo being a big thing, like when I was like 8, 9 years old. So
I'm that old.
that's
I
the
can
most I
remember
can
Ronaldo
relate.
going
I
to Man
remember.
United.
I remember all my friends talking about Ronaldo all the
Yeah.
time. It was always a thing. So I guess I'll just say him for the sake of it.
No, it's fair, man. No, it's just an interesting because obviously we've done these interviews and I've never sat there and said, who's your sporting icon or icon?
Yours, Johnny Wilkinson.
I have a few, to be fair.
You got a few. Well, that's not the question.
All right, my huge sporting icon is Johnny Wilkinson.
Yeah.
The guy didn't crave attention. This is going to sound really bad. What he did was never enough. So he would practice so much, and it was never enough. And I got that horrible habit from listening to him, so I would do exactly the same and keep running. Everything was never enough, but he never craved the attention. He was just, his work rate was unbelievable. And to amass 98 England caps with the injury history he had, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
Like every England rugby manager was so desperate to have him in his team that as soon as he was anywhere near fitness, they'd put him in it and he would still be the best player. But the pure work rate he'd put in to get back and do whatever, it's just, I can't hire any praise for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've often spoke to you guys, and I'm not comparing us to professional sportsmen, but how many times have I said I respect everybody that puts 100% in, whether you achieve what you need to achieve, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you try your hardest, you can turn around and say, I gave it my all then.
Yeah.
What more can I ever ask?
Yeah, someone with a low skill set, but 100%
I couldn't care.
Maximum effort,
with high skill level, but shit attitude.
I couldn't care if Bo Bichette turned up, the Blue Jays shortstop. Absolutely phenomenal, but if it was Bone Idol, he would never ever play.
Yeah.
I can't be doing with that. I can't be doing with Bone Idol people.
No.
But we're going away anyway. Carry on, Jack. We're going away from the
Quick 5-5.
We knew this would happen.
This has turned into the really slow 5-5.
Yeah, we knew this would happen.
Moving on from sports, I ask everyone this: you're on a desert island. You can have one unlimited, infinite amount of food.
We need to clarify this because
but
everywhere
it
it gets
has to be-
confusing. Does someone cook it for them?
No, whatever you want, it's there in
Just there.
abundance.
Nice.
What, is there ready made?
Yeah.
Good to
Whatever
go.
you want.
Hell.
You bear in mind that you're stuck on the island forever by yourself. You're
Yeah.
not ever getting away, and you can only eat one thing every day.
Without self-promoting and saying where they're coming from, I had a smash burger the other day that was fantastic.
Okay.
I'd
Is that
take
from
them.
some public
pub
house
Yeah.
that you seem to manage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Was it?
Was it?
I could live off them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than Chase's answer.
See, I respect that answer because you can do different things with
Yeah, but
this.
with mine,
We've literally just agreed on the fact that it's there.
it can prepare ready made.
Yeah, potatoes are there ready for you. You can do what you want with it. If you wanted to,
I'm just gonna put it out there, right? In this burger, I've got my lettuce and my tomatoes and all the rest of it. So I've got I've got a bit.
Take it apart one day and go, actually, do you know what?
You know,
fancy a bit of salad.
So if I can choose something that's ready made to go in front of me, probably one of them smash burgers. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come and review one of these.
Yeah,
for
me
myself.
too.
Yeah. Well,
Bring Phoebe on a date.
a couple of the boys already have, so just ask them. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah. They went the other night. Didn't they?
I need to go.
I was still tidying up.
Came to visit me. They were good. Oh.
Yeah. So that's a quick 5-5.
No, it's not.
We've got one more.
Yeah.
What's one more?
Best baseball
Sorry,
moment.
apologise, Jack. I'm rushing you.
Best baseball moment. I think we kind of pretty much
Yeah, we
discussed
have,
this
mate.
already.
Yeah, I mean, making the play against Hull to walk off.
That's always going to be number one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll get much better than that.
Yeah. It could
If
be.
I hit a home run, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I was 6 foot off last season. That might have topped it. I was about 6 foot away.
Grand Slam.
That'd be nice.
If you hit a grand slam, that'll thrash any moment. If I ever hit a grand slam, I'm done. I'm retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not doing any better.
What's your favourite moment?
Mine?
Baseball moment.
Just hitting the ball anytime.
Just hitting the ball.
It refreshes every week.
The feeling of hitting a ball and going towards one rather than just having to walk back and do the walk of shame back will always be great for me. Yeah. Even if it's just a little tacked infield single to first base, I'll take it any day. That's such a good feeling just to be like,
any form of contact then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's normally what I celebrate daily, to be fair.
You go in that. Yeah.
100%. Once I get a moment that's worth talking about.
Yeah, that's a moment worth talking about. I have 3.
3 moments?
I have 3 baseball moments.
Why does he do this?
Let's name one.
Because it's really hard.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It's really, really hard.
Yeah, but you sit here and put us on the spot. What's your moment? What's your icon?
Tell us now.
Yeah, all right, mine. Okay. Buff's home run, infield home run away at Leeds.
That was pretty special.
That's up there. My second one is that walk-off that you got when you ran in to win us the game.
Oh, yeah.
When you was at the end jumping over the plate. Absolutely fantastic. Jack looks so happy. That it was just unbelievable that day. Because your run on the bat was so bad at one point, and you got on base, you got all the way around. I can't remember who knocked you in to win.
Sorry, I forgot about your mic.
But the way you got, you was just so happy. You'll run essentially. I mean, all right, the rib but you ran, and the way you celebrated and won that game. I've often put that on Facebook, that picture, because I love that. Yeah. Buff's infield home run was another one of my baseball favourites. It's just incredible. I've never seen him run so fast and so desperate to get in there.
Buff can run quick when he wants to.
Yeah. And really my third one was we played Sheffield Cubs here, and they were walking the league, and we'd never had a sniff at beating them, and we was 2-1 behind in game 2 to do the double on them, and I can't remember who stepped up. Either way, it was just the way that everybody reacted to when we won. It was just incredible. Like it was a bit like us getting a win this year. It was beating them, and it was just unbelievable. Yeah, so that's my 3. That's my 3. Yeah. I was trying to think of the one, but I can't separate them 3. So Buff, Jack's winning, and that game are my favourite moments.
Fair.
Nice. Those are good choices.
They surpass anything they are just, every time I think about it, it just makes me smile.
Fair. Yeah, can't argue with that.
It just makes me smile. I know I did that diving play last year against Liverpool, which was great, but it was it was just that. It was just great. The way Buff ran round all the way around, he looked absolutely fucked. But he still got there towards the end.
He was, I'm pretty sure he was. Like,
I think he nearly died.
Yeah. He was like, I fucked my legs doing that, you're welcome.
Yeah.
He did as well, didn't
he? Yeah, because he did. Was like, I'm done. He was like, that's my legs on ice for like the next 3 weeks now.
So we got that. So this weekend we have the AAA champions coming this way. Liverpool
coming to home.
Which I am looking forward to. It's going to be a real test. Obviously, I didn't play them at the beginning of the season, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they've got.
Yeah.
Apparently, they can hit the ball wherever they want. I am
coming to our home turf, baby.
I am really looking forward to that.
I think they're coming with a lot of fire in their belly.
Yeah.
Given what the BBF
Well, we did get the wins.
This is what I'm saying.
We did get the wins,
and I think.
Oh yeah, they've got some I forgot about that. They've got some making up to do. Haven't they?
Yeah, I think they're gonna come with a bit of a chip on their shoulder as well as the quality. So
yeah, it's gonna be the whole we both know.
But as we said, maximum effort, graft like Warhammers, and you could well get something out of the game.
I'm looking forward to it. Having the team back and just cracking on with it. So that's great. So we
can discuss that in the next episode.
That'll be the next episode, discussing the Liverpool. So that is it. That is episode 8 of the Hammer Time podcast. Return of the Messiah, as you can see. He's returned.
I'm back.
This will be going on to YouTube, Spotify. Any questions? Just drop us a question on there. We like to answer questions. We like to see what people think of what we're doing here. Trying to promote local Lincolnshire baseball, the team. So like and subscribe, and
see you on the next one.
See you on the next one. Thank you.
Hammer time.